Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today is day 142, May the 22nd. For those of you doing the one-year Bible, I'm going to modify the verses a little bit today, but what the study gives us is 2 Samuel chapter 1 verse 1 through chapter 2 verse 11, John chapter 12 verse 20 through 50, Psalm chapter 118 verse 19 through 29, and Proverbs chapter 15 verse 27 through 28. I want to look at this in 2 Samuel chapter 2, but where it ends kind of leaves a little bit of cliffhanger that I'm not going to be able to talk about tomorrow, because tomorrow I've got other things I want to look at in the book of John. But here's what we've got. Saul died in battle, and the way it takes place is, so Saul sees he's dying, his whole army's gone, he falls on his own sword, essentially committing suicide. Now, whether he died or not right there, it's kind of hard to say exactly, but we see in chapter 1, this man, he says that he came across Saul, and he's like, Saul wasn't dead, so I went ahead and finished him off for you, David. And he struck out against the Lord's anointed. David didn't take that well. Was the guy making it up to sound cool? Did he actually kill Saul? Time will tell. But we end up needing a king now. Now, we know that David was already anointed by Samuel, but that's not enough for the people. In chapter 2, if you look at verse 1 through the end of 7, we end up seeing David anointed king of Judah. They told David it was the men of Jabesh Gilead who buried Saul. David sent messengers. May you be blessed by the Lord, because you show your loyalty to Saul, the Lord, and you buried him. How may the Lord show steps? And it just goes on through this burial process, and the people just exalting David. Verse 8, but Abner, son of Ner, commander of Saul's army, took Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, and brought him to Mahin, whatever, and made him king over Gilead and the Asherites and Jezreel and Ephraim and Benjamin and all of Israel. So Abner's a general. Samuel was God's anointed. He was the prophet. And the prophet of God said the king was to be David. But immediately the people are like, nah, we've got a better idea. Let's do it this way. And so a general takes the place of God's appointed prophet to make a king. Wow. That starts a little bit of conflict. You see, in the way of tradition, Abner is exactly correct. The culture, he is absolutely correct. But God's will is not ever that we match the culture. His will is that we transform the culture to fit Him and His word and His will. So what we end up running into is 2 kings, again, of Israel. And that's where your Bible study takes a time out at verse 11, but it gets crazy right after that. We end up with the Battle of Gibeon, where they're attacking each other brutally, and they're killing each other. Benjamin, the Gibeons, all of these people. And at one point, one of the men is running, and he's telling the guy, stop pursuing me, I don't want to kill you. Stop running after me, I don't want to kill you. And he put the butt of his spear back as if to hit the guy in the stomach and maybe knock the wind out of him and make him stop. The guy kept running so fast that the wood side of the spear pierced him and killed him. And it's just this brutal battle back and forth where they're just senseless bloodshed. Verse 26, then Abner called to Joab. Joab is David's general. Abner was Saul's general. Then Abner called to Joab, shall the swords devour forever? Do you not know that the end will be bitter? How long will it be before you tell your people to turn from the pursuit of their brothers? And that is exactly what it is, this battle of brothers. Again, this is very similar to what we saw in Judges, the people fighting each other with more zeal than they ever fought the enemies. They fought each other more brutally and chased each other more brutally than they ever fought the enemies of God. We need to be careful that we don't fall into this trap, that we don't fight our own brothers. As first responders, you've seen the YouTube videos of cop arresting firemen or firemen defying cop or back and forth. Yeah, joking is great. A little jest over here and there, but we're the same team. Same team. Even amongst our groups in your squad, in your department, in your firehouse, in your dispatch. You're all part of the same team. It doesn't mean you're going to like everybody. It doesn't mean everybody's going to like you. But it does mean that we need to be like Christ, so that when the world sees us, they see a culture that's different in us, and a way of serving that's different in us than anywhere else. Take care of yourselves out there.